story maybe about the first time you met?
Sure.
Or, okay.
Well, first of all, the book, I wanted to be a love letter not only to the fans of the film, but also to all of my colleagues who I worked with, both in front and behind the camera. Because for me, it was such a joyous journey working on this film, and that's why I wanted to write the book, not only for the fans, but to share with them. I always get asked, was it as much fun making this film as it looked? I always tell people it was more fun, because it really was. I mean, when you read the book, you'll find out why. Andre, God bless him, I miss him to this day. He was a beautiful, beautiful human being, a real gentle giant. All 460 pounds of him, 7'4". Bill Goldman described him thusly. He said, Andre the Giant is like the Pentagon. No matter how big people tell you it is, you have to be standing in front of it to appreciate it. And that's true. I mean, he had to be blocking the sun from you, or enveloping your hand like a baseball mitt and yours like a 4-month-old baby's, to appreciate the stature of this human being. But what I want to emphasize is that his heart really was as big as he was, because he was just adorable. He always had a smile on his face, always. And he would give you the shirt off his back. It would be enough for 5 people, but he would nonetheless give it to you. And my first day working with him was the scene where we're on the parapet of the Florent Castle, where I'm mostly dead. And I'm with Mandy and him, Montoya and Fezzik, and Rob Reiner, the director, had worked out with me some interesting, funny moves for me to do, being mostly dead, with my neck. And I said, wouldn't it be great if Andre put his hand on my head, because it's always good to see Andre's hand on anything to really appreciate its size. And so we worked out a little prep with all of that going on. And the scene begins with, I think Andre has the first line where he goes, I wonder how long it would take for the pill to take effect. Something like that. And I think Montoya says, your guess is as good as mine. And then I come to and I say, I'll fight you both together, or I'll beat you both apart, something like that. I'm sure someone will correct me. And feel free to, by the way. And then Fezzik says, I guess not very long. Like that, right? Well, on the first take, Andre didn't even get to the word long when he let out what can only be described as the most ginormous fart. I kid you not. Look, we've experienced giant farts. We've accused people we know, man, that was a giant fart. This was a giant's fart. It lasted 15 seconds. Someone told me. And it was so monumental. When it first started, people thought it was like an earthquake. Everyone grabbed the set. Because this set was made out of plaster and plywood. And I looked up at Andre, and he had this sort of, well, this, I described he always had a smile on his face. This was a blissful smile of total relief, something he'd been holding on to for far too long, and clearly thought he could get away with doing a take, without it. And he had steam coming out of his head. So you have to imagine this 15-second fart that could be heard in Beijing, and the steam coming out of his head, and I just couldn't look at him. I looked over at the sound man, and the sound man had lifted his headphones. After it was over, there was this stunned silence. It's not like in America when someone farts, they go, dude, did you really have to do that? In England, it's all very polite, like, oh, there's this absolute, you could hear a pin drop. And Rob Reiner, the director, broke the silence by saying, hey, Andre, you all right? And Andre, without missing a beat, went, I am now, boss. So that was my first day working on this.